I started my fire career service in Pennsylvania while I was in college. Moved to Virginia and have been involved in the volunteer fire service since I moved down here. So my journey with Loudoun County started back in 2007. I left the job and came here to Loudoun County and took the firefighter EMT teaching position at what was the Monroe Technology Center. So just over the years interacting with the different fire departments, and once we moved the program up to the training center, I became very involved with the career side of things, as well as continuing being very involved with the volunteer departments and supporting students and making sure that they were getting what they needed and that the program was mirroring what the volunteer leadership and what the LCFR wanted as well. Through that, I developed a relationship with Purcellville. They were one of the first departments to come out and support me, and they were extremely supportive of the program and of me all through my entire tenure as the program director. When I decided to leave the program in 2017 and take a different path with teaching, Chief Maple started calling me. Okay, now that you're not teaching anymore, you're free to volunteer. Or when are you coming? When are you coming? I told him I would be a driver only. Then things went on and they needed someone to take over a crew. So I agreed to take over a crew. And then it was, okay, we need you to be an officer. And then it was, we really, really would like you to be the president, since President Brad Quinn was retiring. So just things progressed, and here we are in 2024, and I am the president of Purcellville Volunteer Fire Company, as well as a captain. I've been volunteering a really, really long time, and one thing is that, I do not live in Loudoun County, and I do not live in Purcellville. I actually live over the border in Charlestown, West Virginia. But I've always felt very strong ties to Loudoun County because this is where I worked for so long. And I have a lot of friends in the county and colleagues and people that I really look up to and really respect in the fire service here in the county. So for me, it's giving back to the entire county. Yes, I'm giving back to Purcellville specifically and the community here, but I'm also giving back to the county, which over, from 2007 to 2017, they gave me so much, and so much support and so much guidance, not only from the career staff and the training center giving me guidance on how to teach the classes and helping me keep things organized and keep things moving in a positive direction, but also the surrounding fire departments and the volunteer departments that I worked with, just really made me appreciate Loudoun County and how the system is. And that's why I decided to come here instead of going elsewhere. You really have to know that you are going to be giving a lot of yourself. You have to find out about yourself. You will find out about yourself and how strong you are and what you are capable of. You have to make sure that your family is aware that you will be giving up a lot of time with them to serve this community. There's a lot of training involved, and it seems like as the fire service evolves, not only in Loudoun County, but across the country, there are more and more requirements being asked of us. So as volunteers, we have full-time jobs, we have families, and then we're coming here on nights and weekends and giving our time to the community. The other thing I would say as a piece of advice is to just don't burn yourself out when you have time to spend with your family. spend it with your family and do things outside of the fire department, because if you're here every day or 4 or 5 times a week, you will get yourself burned out and you'll lose that love of the department, and it will become more of a burden to you than it is something that you look forward to. So you have to really have that fine line between the family and doing the things that you do and the fire department itself. The other thing I would say, the third piece of advice, is to be open to anything. In this career as a volunteer, I have met people, I have dealt with things, I've been in situations where if I didn't have that open mind and that willingness to work with people and help people and be a part of something that's so much bigger than I am, I probably would not have survived in the system and in volunteering as long as I have. I mean, I started volunteering when I was 19 years old, and it's just really shaped my life and shaped who I am, and it's really made me a better person, I think, and a much stronger person, and able to deal with almost anything that comes my way. When you see some of the things that you see, and then you look at your own life, you may think that you have things bad or that things are going so wrong in your life. And then the service has a funny way of showing you that, yeah, you really don't have it quite that bad, and you will survive this. So another true life lesson is to appreciate everything you have, and every day to live like it's your last. I mean, I know on the footsteps of what happened in Sterling, that sounds cliche, but really seriously, I have been on those calls where they lose a family member, they've lost a friend, and they thought they had all the time in the world, and they didn't. And that has made me, over the years, definitely appreciate the people in my life and the time that I do get, and the time I get with my family and my friends. Losing people is really hard. I've lost a lot of very good friends to this service, and not only to the service, but also just in life in general. One of the biggest things is the life lesson is the cancer prevention. When I started this service, we didn't care. Our gear was dirty. The dirtier and crustier our gear was, the better it was. That was our badge of honor. Little did we know all the bad stuff. So take care of yourself and make sure that you're getting your physical, make sure you're cleaning your gear, make sure you're taking care of those things, because you don't want to get one of those cancers and have something happen that you're not here anymore for those people. Every day is a gift, and you have to treat it like that. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter how bad a certain day is, treat every day as a gift, because it really, truly is.